and young Jeevan Bodwell on the right tonight, so they can provide the service for Brian White, who's looking for his first goal of the year. And Jose Cifuentes, who we normally see in central midfield, gets a start at right wing.
As these two cross-country rivals go toe-to-toe for the first time here in 2026, we're underway at BC Place Stadium. Smoke clearing from the pre-match fireworks. Laporta. Lorraine. Slide tackle by Laporta. Back the other way goes Vancouver. Tapping for Kubas. Berhalter in the middle. It's beyond his reach and given right back to Toronto. Cueto. Osorio. Thompson up to Lorraine. AZ right in front of him, monitoring. Pushing Toronto back. Thompson. Gave that ball away. Berhalter has some space. Ahead for Brian White. White has one touch and Cobran lays down to make the stop at the edge of the 6.
Just a little stumble.
Cam replay brought to you by AT&T. Here's how close it looked from inside the goal, and nicely done.
He missed a penalty kick on Wednesday night against Cartagenas, and another sitter as well from 6 yards out. And Brian White, normally so cool in front of goal, can't really stretch Gavin that much on that shooting attempt. Things that Robin Fraser really likes about him is his ability to find the space as well, and always goal-oriented, looking to get towards goal.
Into a dangerous area, but nobody around to challenge Yohei Takaoka for it. And a chance for Toronto now to defend with the Caps going on to the attack. A reminder, tomorrow, it's Sunday. Time for Sunday Night Soccer. Orlando hosting Miami, the Floridian battle. Marco Pasalic versus Lionel Messi. Coverage starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 3:30 Pacific. There's Buller inside the area. Dishes off from distance to redirect. Just wide of the mark.
Well, there's Thomas Muller, so clever inside the area. And Berhalter, who's never afraid to shoot from long distances just outside the area, puts the head down and drives it. The deflection, some of the crowd here, and the goal horn person, they set that off, thinking that was in the back of the net. Comes off the backboards and hits the mesh, but
able to get a shot away with Mihailovic, who was in the vicinity. Quickly the other way. Acampo tried to send away Brian White, but the ball floating on him now. Flicked forward to AZ. Just inside the box. AZ cutting to the middle. Taken down. There's the point. And the Whitecaps will go to the spot with a chance to get the opener.
Zimmerman's been caught out. And on this one, AZ just cuts inside, straight forward, the foot down. It is a penalty kick as he takes down
Muller versus Gavin. The stutter step. In goes the German. Tucked home. Thomas Muller puts the Whitecaps on top. It's 1-0.
Zimmerman's frustration perhaps as much with himself. And then Thomas Muller, so calm from the spot, sends Gavin the wrong way.
Into the mix. Laporta, touchdown Muller! Give him 2 on the day, 2.5, and 2-0 Whitecaps.
Goals, and the Whitecaps play this one to perfection. Matthias Laporta, who's so good in the air, inside the top 10 in terms of headed chances last year in MLS. This time it's the flick on as he gets ahead of the Toronto player there, Kobe Franklin, and Thomas Muller, the man in MLS who probably knows where to pick up spaces more than anybody else, is completely unmarked at the back post and just guide.
Might be a knockout blow if they can make it work here. Loose ball, and it is tucked in. Brian White has bumped the slump. And it's 3-0 for the Whitecaps, a dominant opening half here at home.
And again from a corner kick. He's played it across all competitions, but this time he could not miss. The goalkeeper comes flying out for it, completely misses it, and all Brian White needs to do is turn around and knock it into the empty goal. And the Whitecaps up 3 through 45 minutes at BC Place.
Body language not great for Toronto FC, needless to say. as they cannot get into the room, down just a pair. And it's a big.
And of course, that's what the Whitecaps will look to do, is draw in Toronto on that press and then find the opening to come away as they have here.
Look at the space for Berhalter, and tried to curl it in for White on the wrong page. And it's Muller! And that was a weird floating ball that Gavin kind of battled a little bit. Chicago, that dominating victory, and that was down a man for the last couple of goals. They still get one over on Montreal, at home, mind you, for Greg Berhalter squad. This one is ahead. Mihailovic! Yes! But the flag is up.
From Toronto, as they played, that's a nice outside of the football, but you could see that Mihailovic clearly almost a full body length, really inspired, I think, by Richie Larev playing in the center of the park. I know he's come in from his right back position, but maybe to take up an even more central position, trust that back four, get on the ball more. Coelho's dropped back for him right now, so perhaps we'll see him try to initiate the attack a little bit more from a higher position up the park.
Mentioned the 13 shots for the Whitecaps, 5 on target. Of course, 3 getting behind Luka Gavin. Nearly able to chip that into the box, and now from distance the shot off the mark. Kubas heard us saying that we hadn't called his name and really wanted to be called there.
Not a goal scorer. He has scored from outside the area though. Puts the head down and tries to drive through that one.
Osorio. Mihailovic centrally for Shallow. He's stolen by Blackman. Muller with the turn. Muller, AZ. Couldn't receive that off the outside of his foot. Cifuentes now will try to turn the other way. Blackman tracking all the way across and will angle that ball, kept it alive. Lack of goalkeeper of the year last year, as we look at JC Ngondo finding right at the edge of the box, and that's cleared away by Toronto. 13 regular season clean sheets for Yohei Takaoka last year, but Dane St. Clair the better shot blocker for sure.
Yeah, tough start for Dane down in Miami against LAFC. The big match tonight, of course, or Sunday night, I should say, between the two Canadian keepers, Dane St. Clair and Maxime Crépeau in Orlando, in new colors, both of them in Florida now.
Crépeau at his best, one of the better shot blockers too, but he's trying to find his form again. Shallowing, edge of the 6, that one whiffed on a tee for Cifuentes, and Yohei Takaoka comes up with his first stop of the match, and it's a beauty.
And you haven't seen the ball all evening long. And the ball bounces free, holds his ground, just throwing his body. How does Cifuentes miss that? Clearly the best chance of the night for Toronto. Got him dead to rights, and Takaoka doesn't give up on it.
On the deck right now, Berhalter on the open wing for Laborda. Laborda still continuing to play. White, stopped by Gavin. That's 2. White tries again, trying to tee up Ngondo, and it's through the keeper. But offside was Brian White. A little bit high, but well done by Laborda to knock it down. The appreciative applause from the faithful here inside BC Place. Berhalter whipped one, but off the side of Osorio. Berhalter the switch over to Tate Johnson. Kubas, Honorable going forward, instead gives it away to Etienne. He's going to try to catch Takaoka, who just gets back in time. Good heads-up play by Etienne. If he had a little bit more on that, find its way over Takaoka.
I like that idea. Takaoka quick to get back. Suss out his surroundings. There's a long way to go as well for that ball to beat Takaoka, but another giveaway from Andres Kubas. He is very good getting up to the ball, defending. I don't think there's a better defensive midfielder proper in the league. There are occasions when he'll give the ball away, as we saw in the MLS Cup final, of course, and he's such a good player. Robin Fraser felt that he could have an impact in different positions across midfield and out wide in a more advanced position as well, as he started here tonight. None of the Toronto FC forwards have really been able to get themselves going, though, in any types of combinations. But could he have been a bit more effective in central midfield, particularly on the defensive side where he's so strong as well?
Edwards up from Mihailovic, who's had a quiet night, save for the set pieces. That one ahead, and what a save by Takaoka.
That's clever from Aristozábal, though. He tries to use the outside of the right foot to curl it around Takaoka. and catch a keeper off his line quickly. Good take and turn. And he'll be very pleased with this 3-0 victory.
There is the final whistle from Fotis Bazakos and the Whitecaps with 3 goals in 3 matches to this point. Get 3 alone here tonight in a 3-0 final over Toronto FC.